Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setup for today. So there is one level that we need to pay attention today, and it's not an exact science. There's a lot of interaction with this area, and then the other area is obviously the previous all-time high. So those are the two areas we need to pay attention to. This bit of resistance here and this all-time high, and you can see pretty much what's happened. Oscillators are a little bit worrying for me at the moment. Moving averages have crossed over, pointing to the upside. I am still of the opinion we need a pullback, and let's just put in this tail here. Anyway, if we start moving down through the levels that we need to be trading, starting with a 3-hour, price is making new highs. Look at the oscillators, stop making lower lows, or lower highs, should I rather say, and that is an indication of diversions, and that is diversions that we should be expecting some kind of a move to the downside. Is a bit of a wedge forming at the top as well, so if we do that, there's the bottom of it, and there is the top of it. Okay, so a little bit of problem. Could also be a channel that forms, and if you're familiar with a trader called L. Brooks, this is a spike into a channel. So often you get this solid move up or solid move down, and then it starts going not quite sideways, but it starts getting a little bit more volatile in a channel. It can continue for quite some time, but that is the setup that we've got there. At the moment, for me anyway, these are the levels to pay attention to. Just going to adjust this one. So need to pay attention to 35,500. Now I'm going to delete the diagonals because I don't trust them as much as I trust horizontals. So this is the first level that I'm looking to buy off. That is 35,500. If we can manage to hold that, that would be a good retest. It could also come down into this area here, but to me that is the structure I'm waiting for. Nothing really else on the cards. If we do break below that, I think I'd rather sit on the sides, because then that would break a trend line, and I would expect us to find support here at 35,343. Probably still worth a smallish long there, but I would expect us not to get past 35,500. So 35,500 right now is a level we need to pay attention to. That is what needs to hold. Now, just bear one thing in mind. When you're at an all-time high like we are now, this is a textbook structure. So you'll see it looks like there's a rejection, and what happens with a lot of retail traders, and especially new traders, is you read that a lot of people will take that short quite confidently, but what they don't tell you is they're taking a scalp. They know that there is going to be some kind of rejection, or there's going to be profit taking, and there's going to be some shorts that are going in there just to capitalize on the pullback. So a lot of people sit in here and they've got a short and they're thinking, this thing's going to the floor, because they're listening to all the noise, and what happens is their stop is above here, comes down, builds a base, and then triggers all those stops as it breaks through. And that's why you normally get that acceleration when you break through all-time highs. So just bear that in mind. This is a very, very common pattern, even though you've got bearish candles here, which are indicating a bit of a move to the downside. For me, this is just a little bit of a retracement channel. I would prefer a deeper one, much deeper one, to be honest. Get another opportunity to get in long, because substantial money has been made here, and you'll be able to pull back and make some more money. So yeah, oscillator starting to ease off, quite interesting. Rule of thumb, down to the 15-minute for this. Don't try and do stuff on higher time frames at the moment, especially not with the oscillators on the 3-hour and 8-hour in the position they are now. So there are gaps to the downside as well from yesterday, so pay attention to that. Earnings season in full swing, so I suspect we're probably just going to pull back onto structure, and then the buyers will step back in. So this is the area I'm paying attention to, 35,500. Find some support there, find any price action inside bar, pin bar, engulfing bar on that level. That would get me an opportunity to be long, and that's going to be the 15-minute chart. Okay, anyway, that's it for me. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.